Today I'm gonna show you all about falling sand in Minecraft. So basically just spawning blocks using the new commands, the new summon command. So to get started, um, it's just summon falling sand, and I used 1.5 relative to the command block, so it spawns on top of there. Set it to 1, it will for some reason spawn it inside there, so we might want to set that to 5. You can also change the block it is spawning. So in this case it's spawning a stone. That's because, well, use these curly brackets to create the NPT tags, and then just add a tag called tile ID and set it to 1, so it spawns stone now, and the number here is the block. So you can set it to 5 and now it's spawning wood, or 30, and well, I don't know what, oh, cobweb. Well, all very cool. You can spawn basically any block. Just make sure they spawn on a surface, and if there is a torch on there, it will drop, of course. So yeah, also watch the capitals, because if you set this to a lowercase ID, then it still spawns falling sand. So yeah, make sure those are capitals. Then there is one problem though. If you hit it, it spawns and despawns immediately. Well, you can fix that. It's very easy. As you can see now, it remains a solid block. Just add time and set it to 1. What that does, it's going to make sure it stays there instead of despawning immediately. Well, you might be wondering, why add that? Why did they make it so that you need to set time to 0? Why isn't it or to 1? What's the point of that? Well, you could really use it. If you set it to 0, or just take it away, this entire tag, just take it away. Then what it's going to do, once it's 0, it's going to check if there is a solid block over there, and then it's going to remove it and continue falling. So that's what I did here. And now, as you can see, the block falls. So what I did, I just removed the time tag, and what it's going to do, oh yeah, also I made it a little bit higher, spawn it a little bit higher, and now it spawns a falling stone, and it removes automatically this solid block there. Another use for this could be, for example, let's have a look at this wool. What it's doing, it's spawning the wool, that's ID 35, and it's actually just replacing it. So it will just turn into an entity real quick, and then just turn it back into a solid block. You can see that here because the lighting is just a bit weird. So what you can do, you can add data to a block. So that's, for example, wool, but you can, there's a lot of stuff with data. I believe sandstone, it's all 24, as you can see at when you look at my ID, it's 24/1, 24/2. So that's data, and what it does now, it's not only going to replace this wool, it's going to turn its color into orange. So that's a way to change the data of a block, and you can change a block like that. But you might also want to change a block. For example, I want to change this sandstone into stone. No, wait, here. Then you can't use that, because this is both the same tile ID, but sandstone is 24 and stone is tile ID 1. So what I did here is, there's this command block, and it's replacing stone, as you can see, because it's tile ID 1 and it doesn't have the time tag. So it's going to replace stone with an entity, but it is set to 1.6. So it's just a bit higher than this one. This one is actually, this has the time tag. So it's going to create the sandstone block instead of just replacing one. And this one has just the usual height. So what's going to do, the stone block is going to land just a bit later, but because it's inside a block, just like with this torch, it's going to drop. Because if a sand entity falls on top of a torch, it will drop. So it's also, it's not just a torch, it's basically any block. So here as you can see, if you keep pressing this, it will keep spawning those drops out there. And well, that's maybe it is a downside, the drops, but we can take care of that as well, because as you can see with this one, it's not spawning any drops. That's because I added this tag called drop item and set it to 0. And if you set that to 1, it will just drop an item, of course, as you can see there. So yeah, that's what that does. And if we apply that to this machine thingy over here, then you can swap a block like this very easily without dropping it. Only 2 command blocks, really compact, looks really cool. Some other stuff you can do. You can replace the block here and add this tag motion. Now this is not just a regular tag, it's more of a tag inside a tag. So as you can see, motion is not just a string or a number, it's got these square brackets, and inside the square brackets you can see 3 more tags. So this is one tag, this is one tag, and this is one tag. They do not have a value, it's just or they do not have a name, but the tag is just, so it's not like X colon, Y colon. But as you can see, I set the Y motion upwards. So now as you can see, it bounces up and down, so really cool. What this one does, let's see, I don't even, oh yeah, this is gonna spawn a chest, but it's empty. And well, let's try, actually I'm not gonna try it, I know what's gonna happen already. But I'm gonna try to put a diamond pickaxe inside the chest, right in the middle over here. So there is this website, Minecraft Wiki. I think you all know about that one. And then there's this page called Chunk Format, and it contains all the NBT tags of falling sand, but also the NBT tags of certain blocks, like a chest, because as you may or may not know, chests contain NBT tags as well. And basically any container, so a dispenser or let's see, a furnace, a crafting table does not contain NBT tags. Well, a beacon, it's a lot of stuff that contains these NBT tags. Anyway, so yeah, check that site out, and then you can see some more tags I did not explain in this video. So now, as you can see, in this chest is a diamond pickaxe. Now, how did I do that? Well, you can add this tag, tile entity data, and that's, let's see, there's this part is one tag, so it's a tag inside a tag. So anyway, there is this tile entity data. What it does, it's got these items. This is gonna put NBT tags inside the chest. So the chest contains NBT tags, and now you're gonna spawn it with these NBT tags. So as soon as it falls down, the chest spawns with those NBT tags. And then there's these items, and that's a list, so that's square brackets, and then more curly brackets inside there, that is one item. And if you want more items, then you should put, wait a minute, a comma here, and put some more tags inside there. So if you want more items, do that. And set the ID to 278 and count to 1. Don't forget that one, because if you set it to 0, you can do anything with it. Anyway, if you use a diamond pickaxe, then you can see the ID over there using F3, and hit F3 and the H. And if you do that, they appear and disappear. Those, as you can see now, there's no ID of the item anymore. So that's what this does. It's gonna spawn the chest with tile entity data, and it contains items, which is a list, and then this is one item, and the ID and count. But it's all the way over there. I want to be in the middle of the chest. So now with this one, it spawns it in the middle of the chest. So how did I do that? Well, apart from ID, count, you can also add slot and set it to 30. Now, if you want to know, what slot you need. Well, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 10, 11, and so on. So yeah, that's what that does. But there's one more thing I want to add to the pickaxe, because I don't think it's a cool pickaxe yet. Well, there's this other page on Minecraft Wiki called player.dat. That's where you can see all these NBT tags from items. So this is one item, ID, count, and slot. But there's also another page, enchantments, and that's a list of all the enchantment IDs of the enchantments. So you can use an extra tag here. Wait, I'll just, as you might know, you can use gift to give yourself items. I think everyone already knows about that. But now in the latest snapshot, you can also give it an item to yourself using NBT tag. So to do that, just add this, and then add this list called ench, and this is one enchantment. This is one enchantment, and an enchantment has an ID and a level. So this is Feather Falling 2. You can't really use it on a pickaxe because there's doesn't do anything when you break a block. Anyway, if you want to add another tag, just separate it using a comma, and you can set the level to 1000 if you want. So now we have one with feather falling and blast protection. Well, if this was a helmet, you could actually use this very well for creepers, but it's not, so it's pretty useless. Now, let's put this in a chest. How did I do that? Well, just add the chest we had over here, this chest, and then just add that another tag to it called tag, and this line over here, I believe, yeah. Anyway, that's gonna, this is the exact same line as this part here, and it's just gonna spawn it with those enchantments on top of there. Now let's set myself to game mode 2, because there's some more stuff you can do with falling sand, because anvils, of course, hurt you when they fall on top of you. But can you do that with other blocks as well? Well, you can, as you can see here, just add the tag hurt entities, set it to 1. For some reason it still doesn't work unless it's an anvil, but if you want, for example, if you want to make a flower pot hurt you, you need to add hurt entity, set it to 1, fell hurt amount, set it to the amount of hearts you want it to hurt, and fall hurt max, and that should be around the same number. If you don't, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I think it just doesn't work that way if you use another number. So this is gonna make the block hurt 20 hearts, because 40 is actually one number is actually half a heart. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I just got killed by a falling block. Would be cool if that actually said a falling flower pot then. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you learned something, and if you have any questions, as always, you can leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer them. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching.